FedEx, it says it's scheduled for delivery by 8 p.m. They're not joking. 7:54, and there's a knock at the door. Let's see what we got. What's up, guys? My name's Mike, and this is All Things Fish. Thanks for tuning in. And we haven't done an unboxing in a while. Well, to be honest, we haven't done a whole lot of many videos in a while, but we're getting there. I do have some footage I'm working on editing while I try to get this mess put together for you guys. Obviously for myself too, but the video itself is for you, so you guys can see how I put things together and just exactly what's going on down here in the basement. But without further ado, as things are starting to get set up, you saw that I modified the rack. It's actually behind the camera right now to fit a few more tanks in here. It's time to start filling up some of those tanks now that we have an air loop in, which there's a video coming soon, I promise. And we have some tanks set up on one of the racks. We're starting to fill those up, and staring at empty tanks isn't any fun. So I got a new breeding project. It's kind of something special. This is a fish that I've kept in the past before, but due to life changes didn't have the opportunity to keep long enough to spawn. But it is a Cares fish, so it's something a little special and something that holds a special little place in this hobby. That's all I'll say for now. But let's get to it. Now, a while back, a friend of mine said that they had some of these fish that I was interested in, and I told him that I'd be interested when he was ready to get rid of them. Not too long ago, he mentioned that he was looking to move a group of them, and he offered them up to me first, which was great. Greatly appreciated. It's not somebody that I'm super close with, so the fact that they remembered that I said I was interested and I wanted them, and he came back to me to offer them back to me, meant a lot. So let's see what we got. He did offer me the option of shipping FedEx overnight or FedEx second day. Now he's in Wisconsin, I'm in Iowa, pretty short trip regardless, and the weather here's been, in the 60s and 70s, so it's about perfect for shipping live fish, live plants, etc. So you know what? 2-day seemed like it would work just fine. Now, like I said in the intro, FedEx, the package tracker, said it was scheduled to be delivered by 8 p.m. Now I'm waiting all day. Usually that's just what it says when it's on the truck for delivery, and it shows up, at a reasonable time. But it said scheduled to be delivered by 8 p.m. I didn't think that at 7:54 p.m. I would get a knock on the door to receive my fish, but lo and behold, it happened, and this, so far looks like an excellent package of fish from Tristan Watson over at Tristan's Tropical Fish, based out of Wisconsin. Now he does run his operation out of a greenhouse that his dad helped him build. So it's an interesting build. If you follow Tristan's Tropical Fish on Facebook or his website, tristanstropicalfish.com, he also has a YouTube channel where he's posted some walkthroughs, and if you actually, I believe Judy has done a video with him where you can kind of see what's going on. But anyway, it's probably, roughly a 9x9 package. And actually, I was surprised when I received this. We'll see if you can get a look at it. It says right there what time it was packed, what the pH was, the date that it was packed, and the TDS, and the temperature. So that gives you, going on a limb here, but I'm assuming that's the water that these fish were kept in, and that's the parameters of the water when they were packed. So let's get this bad boy open, and we'll see, 1, what kind of fish I got, and 2, what kind of shape they're in. Now, Tristan's a pretty good guy. He's been doing this for a little while. He handles some pretty cool stuff. That being said, I think he did a good job, and we'll open it up and we'll see. So now, these are actually the first new fish that I think I've received in quite some time, probably since last summer, so it's almost been a year. Um, Now, you know that I have a ton of tanks, and that's a long time to go without getting anything new. Here we go, opening up the package. Tristan did leave a little thank you note as well as his card for Tristan's Tropical Fish. And then he actually gave us a special offer for Amazonas magazine. So that's pretty cool. And then that's a pretty decent chunk there. That looks like 1-inch polystyrene insulation. Now that not only offers insulation to help regulate the temperature inside the package, but it does add some rigidity to the box. And these look like, I'm guessing he probably had them cut to fit for him by the supplier that he received them from, because they fit in this box extremely well, super tight. And that's the key when you're insulating these boxes with foam. You don't want any air movement, so you got to seal up those gaps nice and tight. Like I said, 1-inch polystyrene all the way around the package, top, bottom, and sides, and then some newspaper wrapping for a little padding on the side. And as always, when you ship fish, I don't personally use breather bags for a variety of reasons, but when you do ship fish, make sure you triple bag them. Now, from what I can see so far, it looks like all the fish are individually bagged in here, and then there's a larger bag on the outside. Now, by double bagging them, you ensure, you know, you're putting the odds in your favor of avoiding any holes or any leaks. And by avoiding any leaks, you ensure that that carrier doesn't set that package to the side to be repackaged or anything. If the cardboard's wet, they're going to set it to the side. That's going to delay your shipping times. And, you know, while most people do an excellent job packing their fish, and their fish can handle quite some time in the mail, any delay is somewhat undesirable. So like I said, the outside bag, and then the inside bag, and that's probably, it looks like probably a 3 mil bag, so pretty good quality bag there. And then it's actually so we have the big outside bag that covered up all the bags, and then these are double bagged and heat sealed, so that helps prevent any leaks. And it looks like he did pinch off the corners, not of this outside bag, but that inside bag looks like he pinched off the corners, and that makes it so that the fish don't get trapped down in there. So you can see a little guy in there. Can't quite tell what he is just yet, so I'll get this bag opened up and we'll take a look. Try not to lose any fingers in the process, shall we? Again, this is probably one of, obviously I'm not, like I said, I'm not close friends with Tristan, but I do know him, and this is honestly, and this isn't being partial or anything, probably the best packing job I've seen in quite some time. I don't know if he used straight oxygen or if this is just atmospheric air in the bag, but the fish looks like it's in pretty good shape from what I can tell. I'm gonna slide, see, 2 bags, and if you look there, that is one specimen of Cryptoheros nanaluteus, or the blue-eyed yellow convict. These guys are, you know, like I said, they're on the CARES list, and they grow up super colorful, definitely underrated fish. At the end of the day, are they a convict? Technically, sure, but these guys stand out. They're much more mild-mannered, you know, a little bit more difficult to breed than your everyday convict, and can be a little bit difficult to get your hands on. But there's one, and I don't know if you can see in there, you'll see a little block of probably some polyfilter to absorb any ammonia or any compounds that build up during the shipping process. It does look like the fish has probably been fasted for a few days. I'm not really seeing much for detritus or fish waste in the bags at all. Water appears to be pretty clear. So there's 1, 2, 3. That one's a little bit smaller. That one might be a female. 4. 5. And number 6. Again, that one's a little bit smaller. You know, they're not showing color because they've been in the male for 2 days. That's to be expected, but they do appear healthy. Like I said, not much for fish waste in the bag. That polyfilter hasn't really changed color too much. That tells me that the water's still pretty clean. It doesn't have any haziness or cloudiness to it. And once we get these get opened up, I wouldn't be surprised if it doesn't have any smell to it at all. So, once again, this is a group of 6 Cryptoheros nanaluteus, or blue-eyed convict from Tristan Watson at Tristan's Tropical Fish. Now stand by and we'll go ahead and get these opened up so we can get a little better look at them. Opened up as I expected. Water doesn't smell fishy or anything at all. So we're going to start dropping these guys in here. Here's Uno. Dos. There you go. You can kind of see that guy's yellow coloration peeking through there a little bit. So despite being stressed from shipping, they're not super pale. They are still displaying some of their markings, and these are a great size. Here comes numero 3. Nope. Quattro. Oops. Sorry, dude. Cinco. There you go. And finally, number 6. Going in. Let's see if we can get a little better look at these guys. I said pretty good size, probably at least a couple inches on all of them. Displaying pretty impressive color already for being in the mail for 2 days and packaged up. I said this container's a little bit dirty. There was some stuff just from me pulling some plants out. So what's floating around is mostly just what was already in the container. There was a little bit of debris in the bags, but I do believe the fish were fasted for a couple days before Tristan went ahead and shipped them out. So now how I'm going to acclimate these is I will probably just add some tank water to this container. And if you remember, when we looked at the box that they arrived in, it claimed a pH of 7, temperature of 76, and a TDS of 100. So we'll see. My meter reads 150, which is just fine, and about 20 C. So it looks like they held temperature pretty good, which is about, this claims 68. I don't know how accurate this pen is. It's a little bit old, but 68, 76 to 68, no big deal. I'd say it's probably a little bit warmer than 68 to touch, so this pen may be off. But pretty close, pretty impressive for being in the mail for 2 days. Again, Tristan did an amazing job shipping them, and definitely probably the best packaging job I've ever seen. And I'm gonna go ahead and get these into a 15-gallon quarantine tank, I think, and maybe we'll see if we can get you another look at them here shortly. Alright guys, so there you have it. One expertly packaged box of 6 Cryptoheros nanaluteus, straight off the cares list from the one and only Tristan Watson at Tristan's Tropical Fish. Check him out online at tristanstropicalfish.com. He's also on Facebook at Tristan's Tropical Fish. Additionally, he has a YouTube channel for Tristan's Tropical Fish. Check that out. I'll see if I can leave all those links down in the description for this video below. Maybe I'll see if I can post some cards or something up in the top for you guys to click on the way through. But thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. And thanks for joining me on this journey. It's been a pleasure so far. I know for those of you that caught my live stream Tuesday night, we had some unexpected guests. Caleb from Caleb's Aquatics, Rack from A Pond Life, and we had, Tom from Skippers stop by, as well as a few other faces. So thanks a ton for stopping in. It was nice to chat with everybody again, and hopefully, despite summer getting busy, I'll have the time to start hanging out with you guys a little bit more often again. But in order to make sure that you catch me when I do, subscribe, hit the like button, and hit the notification bell if you don't mind. That way you get first dibs when you see me post something up, whether it's a new video like an unboxing like you saw today from Tristan over at Tristan's Tropical Fish, or you see a new build from the fish room. Things are starting to come together, and eventually this thing's going to start looking pretty decent, I hope. But with your help, we'll make great things happen. As always, thanks a ton. We'll see you next time. And have a great night. Check out Tristan. He's a good dude. And we'll see you.